Good Friday morning, guys. It is August 23rd. Who's ready for the weekend? Everybody raise your hands. Yep, Jaime's got him up too. He's running the computer over here. We're basically popping into your office, your living room, wherever you're watching this, sitting next to you and having a nice chat about the stories that you're clicking on and sharing on our Facebook page. Leave your comments and questions in the comment section and we will circle back to those. We're going to dive into a story that really started developing yesterday. Absolutely nuts out of Atlanta. You have no doubt seen this on your feed somewhere, but it's a murder-suicide involving a mom and her two kids. There they are. So you're looking at Marcia Edwards, 20-year-old Aaron Edwards, and 24-year-old Christopher Edwards the second. Now, Marcia's ex-husband, Christopher Sr., is a pretty prominent figure in Atlanta. You know, all summer, Marcia was posting about how they were traveling. She was in Atlanta with her son Christopher. She visited Europe with Aaron. Her last post on Instagram said, "I've had the best summer, first with Chris in Miami and Aaron in Italy. I could not ask for better children." But then, because of a welfare check, police in Cobb County showed up at their home and found all three of them dead. And investigators are saying Marcia shot her adult children and then took her own life. There are still a lot of questions about that. No real motive has come out, so we are waiting for new information on this story, but a lot of you are clicking and sharing for sure. The next story is local, developed in Houston overnight. Did you see this video of the Haverstock Hill apartment complex just going up in flames? Check that out. So the fire started before 3 o'clock this morning. Neighbors say they were going door to door, pounding on the windows, like throwing stuff up at the windows, trying to get people to wake up and get out. 24 units were damaged. 27 people are displaced, and fire crews are working on hot spots, but they do say they have the fire contained. Just look at that. The roof just collapsed on that building. Unreal. This apartment complex is pretty notorious. We've covered a lot of shootings there. There was a period where the county was considering shutting it down because it had had so many issues. It's really tried to turn itself around. But horrifying for the folks who live there. And there was actually an issue with getting water. That's part of why this 2-alarm fire was so out of control. Firefighters couldn't get water, enough water to put out the flames. So the Harris County Fire Marshal's office has investigators on the scene trying to figure out what caused it. The amazing news here, no one was injured. There was someone who was unaccounted for a little bit. They found him, all good. Everybody made it out okay. Pretty incredible. Our next story that we're going to talk about is one that you guys are clicking on, even though it's a little older. It's about the real ID and how you need it if you're going to start traveling. It's the only thing TSA is going to accept, not until October 2020, so you still have some time. The other good news here is that Texas has been issuing real ID licenses since 2016. So here's what you need to do. Pull out your license, take a look, and if you have a gold star, yep, right there, up in the right-hand corner, you are good to go. If you don't, time to take a little trip to the DMV before next October. Again, you still have tons of time, but the TSA is going to want to see that gold star if you are traveling anytime soon. I'm going to wrap it up with the craziest picture of the day. It is a hole-in-one at a golf course in North Carolina, except for we're not talking about like human players. It was lightning. Check it out. How cool is that? Am I the only one geeking out? I think it's fascinating. So that's the Lichtenberg figure, all those kind of arms stretching out. When humans get hit by lightning, the same thing happens to them, and people who survive have those lines on them afterward. Just absolutely unreal. So this was on hole 7, in case you were wondering, if you want to go play it, at the Eagle Creek Golf Club and Grill in Moyock, North Carolina. I'm probably not saying that right, but I just thought that is absolutely crazy. So cool. Yeah, in case you were little detail, it's called the Lichtenberg figure. It was discovered by German George Lichtenberg in the 1770s. So there's your nugget of trivia to share with the office on this Friday. Your forecast today, your morning commute is looking nice and dry. Your afternoon is not gonna be that way. We're looking at a 50% chance of showers, and that chance of showers hangs on through the weekend. Wah, wah, I know. You can go to khou.com/weather to watch Cheetah's full forecast and get the update, but just plan on carrying that umbrella around for a couple days. She says it is gonna heat up big time next week though, once it dries out. All right, comment question time.
Of course, we'll start off by saying good morning to some of our viewers. Good morning to Tiffany, to Guadalupe, to Carmen, to Anna, who's watching from Illinois. Good morning to all of y'all. Thank you for watching. Let's see what everybody has to say or what people are.
No, there's not a lot to comment on this morning. I mean, the situation in Atlanta is just sad. What do you say beyond that? We don't have a motive. We don't know what went down there. So until we get answers there, I think really all you can do is offer prayers to the family who survived.
You know, I can't get over that video from the Haverstock Hill apartment fire. It just, I know it's heartbreaking to have those families displaced, but it's just so thankful that nobody was injured. You know, that they all made it out safe, and that no firefighters were injured either. In battling that 2-alarm fire, because the video of it is it's pretty crazy. Well,
especially since it broke out in the middle of the night when everyone was sleeping. The few people we talked to out on scene, Janelle Bluda's been out there all morning. They say they woke up and literally just ran out. They didn't have time to grab anything. They left their purse, their ID, all their belongings back in those apartments that, I mean, as you can see from that video, are gone. But so lucky. You can replace that stuff. Can't replace yourself or your loved ones. So it is pretty incredible.
In regards to the real ID, Diane says, you can use a passport, just to travel. But I think also for those people who may not travel as often and may not realize that they do need this, because not everybody goes and has their passport, because some people just don't travel.
A lot of people
enough.
Are staying domestic.
Yeah.
I'm taken to just using my passport, even if I'm flying back to Oregon or something. It's just easy. Although now I have my, I have a phone case that I carry my debit card and my ID in. So it makes things really easy. Yeah.
Also, for some of you who may have missed some of the stories we covered earlier, you can always click on the links in the caption, or you can just wait until the live stream is over and just start it over from the beginning. It'll archive on Facebook and YouTube. So just in case if you missed us at the top, we want to go back over some of the stories that you didn't get to hear about, you can always just do that.
That's a good cue for me to wrap it up. We'll have another update at 2:15 this afternoon. I will not be there. I will be sleeping. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.